Hello everyone, welcome back to Siblings A and J Gardening. Jeffrey and I are out here early. It's our first day of picking greens. It's kind of cool this morning, it's damp and it's cloudy. I've sprayed myself down with the insect repellent because those mosquitoes do love me. But we're gonna get started this morning. I'm kind of dragging right now, but once I get into it, I'll get a burst of energy. Jeffrey's starting over here in the broadleaf. When we say pick, we actually don't pick, we cut. To cut the greens, it's a lot easier. Did Daddy pick or did he cut? Huh? Oh, he said Daddy picked and cut. What about Uncle Elvy? Cut? Oh, and Uncle Elvy picked. I kind of remember Uncle Elvy saying something about he picked his greens. He said they come back better when you pick them. But we've been cutting them for years and we haven't noticed a difference. They still come back. I hope it stays cool and cloudy today. It's supposed to warm up today and I think the sun's supposed to come out, but right now it's feeling pretty good. I think we're both done with the okra now. Our schedules are just so busy and it's the end of the season that we're just finished. It's getting much colder too. I think the low the other day was 36. So fall is officially here. And you can see by the stalks, they're turning brown, that they're finished as well, even though you still see okra. I don't see any blooms though. Well, yeah, there's a few, but I think that cold air this past week or the cold nights and mornings have stopped the growth process, which is fine. We were able to get a lot out of that okra, so I thank God for that. I still have pods drying out, so we will definitely plant this okra again. I'm gonna get back over here to these greens. These broadleaf look really good. I was hoping, excuse me, that the cold nights and mornings would kill the weeds, but so far they're still here. But I'm gonna get back to work. This is what I've done so far. Those are all broadleaf. Looks like I have a few peppers to pick here too. Where is it? These purple peppers, I would have thought that the cold nights would have zapped those. But when I get finished picking the greens, I'm gonna go through and look and see if there's a few more peppers to pick. Looks like these are deer tracks. Jeffrey said he saw them the other night in the neighbor's yard, but so far they haven't touched our greens, which is truly a blessing. But yeah, I see a few green pepper here, green peppers. Gonna go ahead and pick those too once I get finished. And as usual, the Carolina Reapers, they're still producing. We still have a few Thai peppers, but I still have a lot of those in the freezer from last year. But those Carolina Reapers, they are so prolific. Oh, this is a nice patch of greens. These are the broadleaf. Oh man, I can't wait to cook a pot of greens, have some cornbread. And that's definitely a deer track. It's over by the okra. You know, I had just said in the last video that we hadn't seen any more evidence of the deer, and the very next day Jeffrey called me and told me that The deer were walking down the street. But like I said, so far, the only thing they've touched is the okra and the tomatoes. Now I've got to get over to the tomatoes and see what I can pick from there too. Here's another nice patch of broadleaf over by the okra. I've already said we were gonna get the peppers at the end of the day. Jeffrey was over picking greens and look what he found. This is the end of October. That is unheard of. But we had past few weeks the weather has been really unseasonably warm. But this is the end of October. That's unheard of in southern Indiana to get a yellow squash this time of the year. Jeffrey and I are just keeping up a tradition that we saw our daddy and our Uncle Elvy do. Always had an abundance of greens for the fall. We have several greens that didn't do well in certain areas, the turnip and the mustard. And what did you say you were going to do next year when you plant them?
Just make our rows smaller.
Make the rows smaller.
It seems to help.
It's still nice and cool out here, so I'm glad. Usually when we start early in the mornings, it's cold, and then by afternoon or late morning, you have to start taking off your layers. But so far, I haven't taken off any of my layers just yet. That's the way I like it. Look at this. We're at the end of October, and we've got squash blooms. Look at that. These are the peppers today. These are Thai peppers, jalapenos, Carolina Reapers, some purple peppers, and man, can you smell the heat. Not bad. And then once again, that's squash and eggplant. I haven't checked the tomatoes yet. Correction, those are cayenne peppers. A few green tomatoes. That's a nice little bunch. Trying to hold it up. These are greens that Jeffrey has picked. We're getting ready to call it a day. Thank you all for tuning in to Siblings A&J Gardening. You all stay safe and be blessed. Thank you for those that have subscribed, liked, and shared our channel. Be sure and hit that notification button so you'll be alerted to all our current videos. This video was made bittersweet. Our uncle passed away this morning, but we came out in this garden anyway because it's something he would have done himself. We've learned all we have learned in the garden from our grandfather, our Uncle Elvy, and our daddy. You all stay safe and be blessed.